If you want my biggest cheat for the case study exam, then that would 100%. Oh, I'm back. Today I'm going to be looking at the biggest cheats for you passing your CIMA exams. The case studies are a condensed exam. You will receive the case study approximately 6 weeks before the case study exam window, meaning that you don't have a significant amount of time and you are limited to the amount of time that you have in order to pass that exam. And that's why today I'm going to be giving you my 5 biggest cheats or hacks, whatever you want to call them, which I found the most useful when it came to studying towards my CIMA case study exams. Now, perhaps the word cheat is overdoing it a bit here. It is not cheating. It is fully allowed. It is fully within CIMA rules. However, I believe there are hacks, let's call it, for today's video that can really help you when it comes to passing your case study exams. If you are new to this channel and you are studying towards CIMA, ACA, AAT, ACA, whatever it is, please do feel free to like this video, comment and subscribe to my channel. And if you would also like to check out my links below and you are sitting your CIMA certificate level, then the strategy link down below will get you completely free access to that material. But without further ado, today we are going to go in with tip number 1 of the case study exam. And that is to join WhatsApp and community groups. I talk a lot on this channel, a heck of a lot on this channel. It almost seems to come up on this channel every time I put a video. But the best thing that you can do when studying towards your CIMA exams is to join community pages. And you may be wondering why. Well, let me explain. Your community that you build will enable you to leverage your ideas and hear ideas of others. That will give you instant access to ideas that you may not have already thought about. But it will also give you the opportunity to exchange your ideas with others. And this will give you an idea on whether your recommendations are actually any good or they're just a load of trash. The community element for me is by far the most important element for the case study exam, but also one that I genuinely believe will benefit you far more than in any of the other objective test exams. As soon as you sign up to your case study exam, join a Facebook or a WhatsApp group with people on your course, and trust me, you will not regret it. Minute number 2, I have to share your exam answers with others and to let them share theirs with you. Reading other people's exam answers will give you an understanding of how other people structure their exams. It will also give you the opportunity to see how people answer a particular question, what kind of discussion points they are bringing up, and how they are applying it to the case study, to the industry, and to that particular company. Seeing how others answer questions is invaluable when it comes to wondering how you can improve your own case study answers. It's very easy when studying towards your case study exam to get stuck in a trap of just thinking about what you're writing. But sometimes the biggest elements of realization is to look at other people's answers and see what they're doing well and see what they're not doing well. You can utilize what they are doing well to improve your own answers, and you can look at what they're doing badly and avoid doing that yourselves. It is a fantastic way to open your eyes up to new perspectives, new ideas that you can put in your case study and therefore improve your case study. One of the hardest things of the case study exams is writing in the structure that you need to write in. So if you can find some excellent examples that will use the point, evidence, explanation and apply model very, very well and consistently, then you can learn a lot, and that will significantly help you with answering and structuring your own exam answers. And in at number 3, we have to create a fact and an application sheet. Take all the examples that you have from point 1 and 2 to create a fact or an application sheet. Every time you hear a new idea towards application, put it on your sheet. By the time you go into that exam, you'll have 30 points of application points that you can take into your exam. And the key here is keeping those application points general. Do not make them specific. Because if you make them specific, you'll only be able to use them in one answer. But if you can generalize your application points, then depending on what the question says, you will be able to tailor each of those points to answer what the exam question is asking you. Application is key for the exam, and if you don't show strong application, it's going to make your chance of passing that exam extremely difficult. So get into a habit of creating an application fact sheet that you can memorize prior to your exam. So the moment an exam question comes up, you've got a bank of ideas that you can utilize on that particular company, industry, or case study. And in at number 4, that is to review past papers and identify common questions. This was something that I did before each of my 3 case study exams. When I was studying, I was able to review the latest 3 to 4 years of exams and identify which topics were coming up consistently within the papers. For example, a popular topic at the operational case study level is to examine yourself on IAS 16. Property, plant and equipment. I therefore learnt that accountancy standard point for point and understood it part for part. I knew that if that question came up in my exam, I would be able to smash it. And lo and behold, because I knew it was a common question, it came up in my exam and I had a question on IAS 16. I passed that operational case study as I did with all my exams the first time because I was prepared. I had an idea of what I was going to be examined on. I went into the exams, I was prepared. I knew the syllabus extremely well. And that enabled me to get my thoughts down on paper. I practiced plenty of exam questions so that I was able to write in a structure. And I had plenty of application points from my fact sheet that I was able to use to apply. I actually found the case study exams the easiest exams to pass rather than the objective tests. And that is because I genuinely felt like it was easier to prepare and I was able to prepare to an extent and able to explain and elaborate and apply my knowledge on the full syllabus to answer the question, rather than just walking into an objective test and having to distinguish the correct answer. And in at number 5, arguably my biggest cheat, and that is to utilize the tutors for financial statement analysis. Financial statement analysis takes a lot of work. And if, like me, I was never really confident in myself that I would get it right. By signing up to a course, such as the Astranti Case Study Live courses, the tutors will do the full statement analysis and present it to you in one of the first few lectures for your case study course. It saves you time having to do it. They give you the answers. They help you to identify, based on the ratio analysis, what points could come up in the exam. The reason being because I knew that those financial statement analysis would be presented to me and I wouldn't have to do it. Therefore, I was able to get ahead of the game, learn the theory again, and then learn the financial statement analysis when the figures and the results were presented to me in the lectures. So if you want my biggest cheat for the case study exam, then that would 100% be it. But if you are here, obviously because you asked this in your case study exam, I want to learn exactly how I believe you can pass your case study exams, then you can find the link to a previous video I posted right up here. I'll see you over that.